Hey guys, what is up? It is Dalton here, and welcome to Video Game Finds number 85. Now this week, we got a few cool little lots that I've gotten. There's one really cool Goodwill find, and then the rest were all eBay purchases. Now again guys, if you did not see last week's video, again I'll go ahead and explain it real quick. This stuff is kind of backed up, the stuff that you'll be seeing. So this stuff that I'm particularly showing this week, I got about 3.5 weeks ago, which I know seems like a really long time. But I've been getting so much stuff that it kind of just tends to back up, and I just don't want to make too long of videos. So that is for that reason. That's why I'm shortening it up a little bit, and you know, stuff's just backed up completely. So, but don't worry, you'll still get to see it all. So it's just, you know, you won't see it the same week that I got it. That's all. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the stuff. Oh, one thing I gotta mention real quick. If you guys saw last week's video, I was talking about our buddy Jordan, how we had all those PS2s that we were cleaning and testing for him. Well, this weekend, we got a bunch of other consoles. Like, we had 6 N64s, 8 GameCubes, a couple of PS2s, I think, again, a couple of Slims, and a bunch of the cords and controllers and stuff. He was, you know, I think we picked those up. Yeah, we picked those up last weekend from him, along with when we took the PS2s back to him. So it was just kind of like a swap right there. He's like, alright, so these are done, so here you can take these back and test these and clean these and everything. So that's what we did, and there was a bunch of consoles and stuff in there, like I said, the 64s and stuff. It was really cool. A lot of them were really dirty and stuff, though, but it was really fun to test them all and everything. So as long as we keep doing this, we'll see what he has for us next. Maybe he'll have some more consoles and stuff, so that'll be cool. Alright, anyways, now we'll go ahead and get into this stuff. Alright, so first lot here I picked up at Goodwill. I had to go up to my college campus. I had to pick up one of my textbooks, and Goodwill is not too far from my campus, and so I decided, you know, while I was up there, might as well go to the Goodwill. And so I did, and I'm glad I did, because this was really, really cool. I believe this was on a Monday, because I had to go up and get my books on the day I started classes. So but this was a Monday, and I had gone to that same Goodwill on that Saturday, but they didn't have this. But you know, on Monday they had put it out, so this was really cool. But this cost, all this stuff here cost me $21 and some change, which is a really good deal, and that was awesome. But what we have here is a fat PS2 console here, very nice shape. It's missing the front on the, you know, the tray, the cover, but it's not terrible. But it's not too dirty at all. I mean, it was a little dirty when I got it, but I mean, it wasn't terrible. I mean, this one has hardly any hours on it. I'm just surprised that that piece was missing for some reason. But this has like hardly any dust or anything in the fan or anything, so very clean PS2. That was awesome. So that's very cool. So there's the PS2, and it came with both the AV and power cord. I almost said RF, but that's not an NES. But yeah, it came with both cords there. Very cool. And then it came with 2 controllers, which was really, really cool. I thought this was awesome. We got one of the oceanic blue ones and then the clear smoke ones. Very cool. Both of them were great. I don't remember. I think one of them doesn't rumble correctly. I'm not positive because this was so long ago when I tested all this stuff. But they're both in very good physical shape. They're just, you know, they were a little dirty, but not terrible. But it's really cool that they had both controllers like that. That's what sold me, especially because they had 2 controllers and they were both cool colored ones. But that was initially $14, but it was a very, very cool deal. But there was one game inside that console, and nothing too spectacular, but you guys will go ahead and see that right now. So I'll go ahead and switch over to that clip so you guys can see the console being opened up and seeing what game's inside. Alright guys, so here is the PS2 from Goodwill. As you can see, again, I have not done anything with it yet. I haven't cleaned it or anything. It still has the sticker and everything on it still. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and see if it powers on. And it does. That's good. It's giving us the red light. So we'll go ahead and turn it on and see if there is a game inside. And there is. It's nothing too spectacular, but it's Guitar Hero 2. Disc is a little scratched up, but it's not terrible, I guess. Again, you know, it's nothing spectacular, but, you know, a bonus game's a bonus game. So, anyways, very cool. Still awesome to find something in there, so that's awesome to add on to the price. But very cool. At least there was something else in there, so that's awesome find. Very cool. Alright, guys, so after you saw that, pretty cool. Nothing, like I said, it wasn't spectacular, but I mean, it was a game inside, so, but there it is, there's Guitar Hero 2. very cool. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. It'll probably just be a throw-in because I don't have any guitars to sell along with it. So right now it's kind of useless because I don't have any guitars for it. So I don't know. I'll probably just throw it in as like a bonus game or something. Someone will probably find a guitar somewhere in their life and, you know, along the road and, you know, pick that up and do that. But I don't have one to sell with it, so that's unfortunate, but still very cool that that was inside there. All right, and then the rest of these games here, these were from the same place, you know, the same Goodwill and everything. They were just, you know, they weren't bundled with the console. I had to, you know, I picked them up, you know, separately, but it was all one purchase. But anyways, there's a few PS1 games here, which I thought was really cool. And then we have, you know, a couple of PS2 games as well. But I'll go ahead and show these. First one here is Army Men World War Team Assault. And I don't have that one yet, so that's very cool. And that one is complete. Very, very cool. That was exciting to see that. These were all 99 cents, by the way, all the PS1 games, which I thought was really, really cool. I couldn't believe they had done that. They've never done that before. So I'm not sure what was the deal. Someone else was probably pricing that day, but oh well, still pretty cool. This one was really cool. I was really happy to see it, but unfortunately how damaged it is, it's really water damaged. And since it was water damaged, some of the back of the manual stuck to the front of the disc, and I had to spend like a half hour, 45 minutes cleaning the actual disc because it had a bunch of the paper stuck to it. For now it's okay, but I'll definitely need an upgrade for it, but that is Bust and Move 4. But as you can see, I don't know, you might be able to see, it's all water damaged on the front there. But there's the manual. See how it got all ripped? It was originally stuck all on the front of the disc, and I spent a good half hour to 45 minutes just cleaning off the disc because it was all like stuck to the actual disc, and it wouldn't have played because of the off balance. But yeah, it is unfortunate that the whole manual got ripped and warped like that, but the disc looks great, so that's still cool. So I'm not too worried there. At least I have most of it for now, so that's very cool. The next one here, I don't have this either, and I'll be keeping this one. That is Nickelodeon's Rugrats Totally Angelica. I love Rugrats, so that was a pretty cool one to pick up. There was a couple others there as well, but they were pretty beat up, and I did not want them just because they were, I think I already had a couple of them. The other ones were sports titles and stuff like that, so it wasn't, like, I picked the best that I could get out of them, so. This next one, this is a very cool one. I have this black label already, so that's good, but this is a Greatest Hits version, but it's a very good playable game, and it sells pretty quick, and that is the first Spider-Man on PS1, which is really cool. It's a really fun-looking arcade-style looking game, which is always awesome. So there's that one. Very, very cool. Very nice shape. I thought that was cool for 99 cents. And then this one, here's a little story for this one. One of these discs I'm about to show you was stuck inside with this other one, so it was basically a free game, which I thought was really cool. But we have here a complete Greatest Hits copy of Twisted Metal 4, which is really cool. Very nice shape. There it is. And inside with it was a copy of Twisted Metal 3. So I got two for the price of one, basically. They had Twisted Metal 3 and 4 stuck into one case, so that was pretty cool. Definitely an awesome little bonus there, so that's cool. Unfortunately, they're both Greatest Hits, but still they're playable and they're fun games, so that's not a big deal at all. Alright, and then the next one here, this is the only little stack of PS2 games I got, which is still fine with me. We have a copy of Hot Shots Golf 4, but the game is not in here, unfortunately. It's got the manual, but no disc. So what I saw was they had these. I'll show these and then I'll explain how I got them. We have a cool complete trilogy, disc only, of Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas for PS2, which is very cool. The thing is with these were completely disc only, like just bare discs laying out on a like in a bin with a bunch of DVDs and stuff. So I figured, you know, they usually throw those kind of things away. They don't keep just discs lying around, so they'll just throw them out. So what I did was, I don't know if I could, you can't really consider it stealing because they were going to throw these out. So what I did was I took these discs and I put them inside this empty Hot Shots Golf 4 case, and I told them about it, and they just said, you know what, that's fine. Because I figured, you know, they were going to throw these just loose discs away, because they usually do. I've seen them do that. They throw away empty cases away. You know, they just do all kinds of stuff where, you know, it could still be useful. So I just stuck these three inside the Hot Shots Golf case, and they still sold it. So I was not complaining. I'd rather that than them just throw it away and then you don't get to utilize them at all. So that's what I did there, and I'm glad I did because, you know, the games work still and everything. They're not terribly banged up or anything. So I pretty much just rescued them because otherwise they would have been just tossed out. So, but very, very cool. I thought that was an awesome, you know, switch around kind of deal that I kind of configured and made it work. So very cool. Alright, now we'll get on to the eBay stuff. This is pretty cool stuff, guys. This next lot here, this is another, I kind of ran into a stump wall here. It was an unfortunate buy, I guess. I guess I could have just avoided buying this lot, but, I didn't, and I could have. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world. There's 8 games here for the original Xbox, and there's one Xbox 360 game in there. The total was $9. It was $7 and something, and then like $2 in shipping or whatever. These games were meant to be resurfaced, rebuilt, or not rebuilt, but like, refixed and, sold off. That's what I was expecting. But some of them are beyond repair, which is unfortunate, and I didn't realize that because I don't know if the seller realized that or not either, but, you can just tell by looking at it they're not going to be resurfaced or, be playable ever again, so they're kind of a waste. But it's okay. I got a couple out of here that did work, and, they'll be alright. So, first one here, they're all disc only, by the way. The first one here is Kingdom Under Fire, The Crusaders. These all came in, like, Blockbuster cases and stuff, so I guess that's okay. I don't know if I don't have any extra DVD or CD cases right now, so they're just going to have to sit in these Blockbuster cases, but that's alright. Next one here is Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. Alright, and then the last one here is WW Raw 2. So those 3 all worked, and they were not giving me any problems. And then these other ones I was kind of bummed about, just because there's a couple of good ones in here, but it's not the end of the world. This one here is BMX XXX, and that disc is really trashed. I'll just show you, for example, this is what a lot of the discs look like. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is pretty rough and scratched. You can see all kinds of stuff around the game room. But yeah, it's pretty scratched up and stuff. So it's beyond repair. I could just tell by running my fingers across it. Plus, if you look at the front, it's got a pretty good gouge right on the front there, which, when there's big holes like that in the front, typically the laser will burn through that and it won't read that portion, and it's just a useless part of the disc, and then the game's just useless in general. So, but anyways, not the end of the world, like I was saying. The next one here is Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Again, same story. It's got pretty rough, scratches on it, and stuff like that, but it's alright. It's not the end of the world. You gotta take a hit somewhere here and there sometimes, so it's not like it's, you can't be perfect. Here's another one, Serious Sam. I'll go ahead and show you this one. This one's probably the worst looking one. This one's got some scratches on the top, and the back, or the, just the playing area, is completely destroyed. It looks cracked, but it's not. It's just a really rough gouge. So when you can just feel it with your finger, how rough that is, that's terrible. I mean, that's not gonna, I don't think that'll come out. So, I'm not worried about it. It's just not gonna, affect too much. But not the last one. Well, the last original Xbox one here is The Simpsons Hit and Run. I thought this would have worked too. It doesn't look terrible, because I was looking at it. It's not bad. But there is one like chip in the bottom of the disc. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's like right down there on my finger there. But it is, it sets the disc off balance and it just doesn't spin. So, unfortunately, that one is trashed as well. It has nothing to do with how rough the disc looks, because the disc doesn't look that bad. It just doesn't load because of that reason. So, oh well. And the last one here, this is the 360 one, and that is Gears of War 2. As you can see, I don't know if, well, maybe not. I'll take it out so you can see it. This one has a really bad crack in the center of the disc, which is, it goes all the way through, and it goes into the playing area on the back there. See how it goes into the disc? So that's useless as well, which sucks because, this looked like it was going to load fine until I noticed that crack there, and then it was just like, nope, it's not going to work. So, again, it's unfortunate that you have to see all those nice games and stuff being totally, wasted now, but it's not the end of the world. You'll just have to live from it. So, oh well, not terrible. Alright, now we'll get into the next stack of games from another eBay lot. This one cost me $23 after the shipping, so it was really cool. I was the only bid on it, so that's pretty cool. And there's some, most of them are, actually they're all disc only, but there's some really good ones in here, which I'm really happy about. So, we'll go ahead and get into them. They're kind of in this weird like fold-out binder, so it's going to be kind of hard to show them, but hopefully you guys can see them. The first one here is Chess, and it's got the manual with it, which is cool. Then the one next to it is Gex 3. It's got a rental sticker on it, but, it's not the end of the world. Then we've got Gran Turismo 1 disc, and then Mortal Kombat Trilogy next to that. And then on the back side we have, which I am really happy to find, it has another rental sticker on it as well, but you know, for now at least I have the disc. That is Poi Poi, which is really, really cool. Very awesome. And then the one next to that is the Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, which is a Street Fighter kind of knockoff deal that they went on a side tangent with, which is cool. And then the last one there is Time Crisis, which is very, very cool. So not a bad little stack of games there. But there's one more, I guess, that came with it. This is the only one that had actually a CD case, so that's cool. And that is a copy of D. And that has all 3 discs in there. They're rubber banded, so I could keep them together. But these are in very nice shape as well. This is mainly the reason I wanted the lot. That and Poi Poi. Those are just great games. So very cool. This has all 3 discs. This was an original long box game, and very, very cool. But I don't know how easy it'll be to track down a case and everything. But for now, at least I have the game, so that's very cool. So $23 for all those games is not a bad deal at all. So very cool. All right, next stack of games here. This stack was $19.20, I believe. After shipping and stuff, it's kind of a random price, but still very cool. But there's some really cool stuff in here, and there's definitely one in here for sure that I really wanted just because I have just the case for it, and I'll get to that when we get there. So first one here is Interactive CD Sampler Pack for PS1. Very cool. Then this is very cool. I finally have a complete one of this. I haven't seen this before complete, and that is the PlayStation Underground Volume 2.4. It's got the entire set here, which is really, really cool. It's got, you know, disc 1 and 2 right there, which is really cool. It's a complete set, which I thought was very awesome. Most of the time you'll just see those disc only and stuff, so that was very, very cool. Alright, next one here is 007 Tomorrow Never Dies. Very cool. That one is complete. It's missing one of the clips, I guess, on the corner of the case there, but you know, that happens a lot with these CD cases just because they're made of like that really flimsy plastic and then they just snap over time, but it's not a big deal. Next one here is disc only of Cool Borders 4. Then we've got Gran Turismo 2. And I believe this one is complete as well. There's that. That's the simulation mode. And then it has the other manual there and the arcade mode. So very cool. Case is a little cracked up and stuff, hardly hanging on, but it's still there, so that's cool. Then I don't remember if I have this one or not. I don't think I do, so I'll probably be keeping this one. It's nothing exciting, but it is Madden NFL 2003. So very cool. And then here's the one that I really wanted out of this whole lot. This is the main reason I wanted this lot, because I have a case and manual only for this. And if you guys remember a few videos back, you saw that I bought a huge stack of PS1 games that were completely trashed, warped, melted, cracked, you know, all that kind of crap. One of those games was this one, and it was cracked down the middle, and I was very upset about it. But I finally found a disc for it, and now I have a complete copy, which is very cool, and that is Medieval, which is very, very cool. This is a very awesome game. Tyler played it for a little while. He said it was awesome. My buddy Anthony used to play this all the time, and he said it's a great game. So I'm really happy to have a complete copy now, which is awesome. The disc is a little scratched, but it's not terrible at all. It's definitely better than the other copy that I had, so that's very cool. So there's that one. Then the next one here is, I don't believe I have this one either, and that is Men in Black the Series Crashdown, which is pretty cool. Then this one is also, yep, 100% complete. Just making sure. I mean, yeah, you can tell that it has the manual and everything, but I can't remember all the time because I'm trying to, what I'm mainly looking for is that the cases are all cracked because I don't remember them all. But the next one here is Mission Impossible. Very cool. There's that. Then we've got NBA Live 2000 with Tim Duncan on the front. That's pretty cool. I don't think I have this one either, so I'll have to check, but there it is. Very cool. Then we've got a disc only of NFL Blitz. Not bad. Very cool. Then we've got a copy of Sledstorm. Very cool. Also 100% and everything there. Nothing too bad with the case there. It's not cracked or anything, so that's cool. And then I just showed you one of these. This is cool. I got two in one video. I got another Greatest Hits copy of Spider-Man, which is very cool. So I have two of these now, which is awesome. They sell pretty quick, and they're pretty cool games, so people love them, so that's really cool. Then we've got a copy of Star Wars Rebel Assault 2, Greatest Hits. Again, case is a little cracked and stuff, but it's mostly there. There's disc 1 there, and then I believe it has disc 2, and it does. There it is. See the case, that's the one I was talking about. That's what I was thinking, is this one's got a bad hinge on the back. But it still holds together if you're careful with it, but sometimes it doesn't want to stay, and then it's got, you know, a bunch of, you know, problems, and then you gotta try to put it back together without snapping a bunch of crap out of the case, and you don't want to lose the disc and everything, so I'll just put that back together later. And then the last one from this lot, I already have this one as well, but it's still cool to see that in there, and that is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Lone Wolf. So very, very cool. Nice little stack of games. I thought that was a good deal for $19.20, so very cool. Alright, and then the last stack of games here, there is a total of 6 of them, and this cost $12.50 after the shipping, and it's just kind of like a little mixed, you know, lot of different things, which I thought was pretty cool. So here we go. First one here is Atari Anniversary Edition Redux, which is really, really cool. Very nice shape. Discs are, all these discs are a little rough, well not rough, but like they're light scratched, but nothing terrible, so very cool. This one I did not have yet, so I thought that was really, really cool. That is Bomberman Party Edition, which is very, very interesting. I hadn't seen this before, so I thought that was really cool, but that is complete, so that's very cool. And then we've got a disc-only copy of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, which is very cool. Then we've got a PS2 game here, and that is a disc-only of Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, which is a very cool game. That one's pretty fun. I have yet to play the Vice City Stories one, but basically they just took the maps from GTA 3 and Vice City. They kind of upped them a little bit, you know, added some different scenery and stuff. The graphic quality is a little bit better. It plays a little bit more kind of like San Andreas, a tiny bit, so it's got a different feel factor to it, but very, very cool. So those are great games. And then the last one here is a case and disc only of Spyro: A Hero's Tale for GameCube, which is very funny. I just traded one of these to my buddy Nintendo 13, so I just got another one right back, so that's pretty funny. But anyway, there it is. It's just the disc in there, but in very nice shape, so that was very cool. So there's that, so very cool. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, telling your friends. It really helps us out. We really love seeing you guys coming back each week and, you know, giving us thumbs up in the comments and everything. It's just awesome to see you guys come back and, you know, see what we got new each week, and, you know, you get to check it out and see it all, because I still got plenty left, guys, so it's all stacked up here. I'm looking at it right now, there's just a pile of stuff, so but you'll get to see that eventually. So anyways, thank you guys a lot. Happy gaming. Games are still out there. Games are still going. You can get to your thrift stores and your garage sales, maybe still, pawn shops, stuff like that. It's still happening. You can still go out and get stuff, so it's not, you know, impossible. So anyways, thanks guys a lot. Happy gaming again, as always, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.